I've been on Kajabi for over 5 years and spent a long time seeing a $200 bill go out every single month while I wasn't making a single dollar back. It took me years to figure out how online business really works and how to use Kajabi the right way. But now I run a 6-figure online business fully on Kajabi, and it works for me 24/7 whether I'm at my desk or not. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I built that system. I'll walk you through the core pieces of my business, how they work together, and why this setup has been so reliable for me and my clients. That way you can just copy me and grow your business with confidence. And by the way, if you are shopping around for different course platforms and you're considering Kajabi, the best thing that you can do is just to try it out yourself. As a Kajabi partner, I'm able to give you an extended 30-day free trial compared to the normal 14-day free trial. But to help virtually guarantee your success with Kajabi, I'm also going to give you a full course that I created exclusive to people who use my link. This course covers in detail this exact system that I'm about to walk you through on how to really build it yourself. I will literally rebuild my landing pages and sales pages from scratch, giving you templates and resources, access to my Canva templates, and even my custom sales GPTs that I'm just going to give you because I really want to see you win. On top of that, you also get a private one-on-one session with me, and this isn't some sneaky sales call. It is a genuine call for me to help you. If you want to talk about working together, we can totally do that. But I know Kajabi can feel overwhelming and online business can feel overwhelming and scary at times. So the point of this call is for me to sit down with you, coach you through how to come up with a good game plan and strategy for your Kajabi site. And I'm happy to answer any technical questions with Kajabi for you as well. To get your extended 30-day free trial, my exclusive Kajabi course, and a private session with me, just go to profityourknowledge.com/Kajabi. Also link it down in the description. So the systems that I have in my business are actually pretty simple, and I've broken it down really into like two major things. I have my private coaching system and then my Evergreen sales system. This is my course, by the way. You can book your one-on-one session and get access to all the content in here. I've gone through this course and edited out any possible piece of fluff that there could be and just giving you the meat and potatoes. Some of these episodes, like the walkthrough lessons can be upwards of 20 minutes because I'm literally rebuilding these pages for you. But in this video, I'm not going to go over every single aspect and rebuild the course because it would be a very long video. So I'm just going to give you an overview of how these systems work. So let's start with my private coaching system. When I first started coaching people, onboarding was a real issue for me. Coaching people was pretty okay, but the onboarding process was kind of a nightmare. I would spend a 15-minute call with people. It was supposed to be 15 minutes, and it ended up being like 45 minutes to an hour just onboarding people. And I'm like, there has to be a better way. So then I tried sending an automated email that just gave people a huge list of the different steps to take, which was like 5 steps. And people were getting overwhelmed and they're like, I don't know what's going on. And they weren't really onboarding. So then I created this Kajabi system and it's been working like clockwork. So here's how it works. When you go into Kajabi, the way that you can set kind of this onboarding system up yourself is go to the website tab, go to landing pages, and then you would create a new landing page and honestly just use the simple text and image one, and then you can customize it. So I'll show you what those blocks look like and the way that I've set this up. So I've basically broken up my onboarding process into 4 steps that I have, but I mean, think about kind of the steps that you have if you're like, oh, okay, well, I give people Voxer access or Slack access. If you give them courses when they sign up for your coaching program, like I do, then you should let them know how to access their courses. If you have a coaching agreement, you should have them sign their coaching agreement. And what I like to do is have them book their first session. I used to try and go back and forth in Voxer, but I found it easier just to tell them like, hey, book your first session right now. And then from there, we can decide what our regular meeting time is going to be. Now, one quick thing about Kajabi, and I think this is a really important distinction that's going to save you and make you a ton of money, is that Kajabi does have a coaching product, and you can build out your whole entire coaching program inside of Kajabi and host your Zoom meetings and all that kind of stuff in there. I think it's a really cool option for people, but quite frankly, I don't like to do it. And the reason I don't like to do it, and I teach you this inside of my course, but I'll just tell you, is because when you use the Kajabi product, you take up one of your product tabs. And if you look at the pricing options on the Kickstarter plan, where a lot of people will start when they're kind of new to business, you only get one product. So if you use your coaching product, you lose an entire product that could be used for creating passive income, which is what I show you in my Evergreen system. And I'll walk you through that here in just a second. So the way that I rebuilt my Kajabi course was to consider if somebody was on the Kickstarter plan, how could they still build a six-figure business. So with Kajabi, using the coaching product, you lose that product slot that you could create a course or a community with. But in Kajabi, you do get unlimited landing pages and offers, and every offer gets its own checkout page. And with those checkout pages, you can still sell people ebooks that just go straight to a link, and it's delivered through email, and it's never even touching a different product that you have in Kajabi. Or in this case, selling your private coaching, you can have an offer with a checkout page and automations and all that stuff, and still not even touch one of your product slots. And that alone can make you a six-figure business. So what I've done with my coaching system in Kajabi is to use Kajabi to enhance my coaching experience, but I coach people off of Kajabi. I just use Zoom and Google folders and Google Docs, basically. Now, the coaching is done off of Kajabi, but I'm using Kajabi to, again, enhance the customer experience. I have a legitimate checkout page that I give to people. Back in the day, I used to ask people, what's your credit card information? I would write it down on a paper and promise them that I would shred that paper right after, which of course I did. Not looking very pro back in the day. Nowadays, I have a full-blown checkout page, and this allows me to have the automations that Kajabi provides, which is super powerful, and it makes my customers feel like this dude is legit. He knows what he's doing. So when I'm chatting with people and we have a good enrollment call and I meet them from speaking or content or whatever it is, we have the conversation of like, let's actually work together. And I send them this checkout page, which is all built inside of Kajabi. So they can choose a one-time payment or they can do a payment plan. From here, they can put in all their information and then complete their purchase. And on here, I've just added some like FAQs and some client testimonials as well that show people like, oh, this is actually a good investment. You know, Mercedes in 3 to 4 months, she made $35,000 from a $5,000 investment. And I've also helped a bunch of other people achieve awesome results. Like Renee got $12,000 months. Aaron was totally new and he landed his first client, paid for the entire program in one investment. And of course, Justin, who went from $37,000 a month to $1.2 million in a single month. Now, this is where Kajabi gets really cool because when they sign up for the checkout process, it looks pro, but they also are going to automatically get access to some of my main courses that I give them. And then down at post-purchase, where do you want people to go after they have completed their payment? I send them to an existing landing page, which is my onboarding process. Now, keep in mind, Kajabi is allowing me to collect payments, so it's easy when it comes to taxes and keeping track of revenue and all that kind of stuff. And it is automatically granting them access to my Kajabi course, which is going to enhance the customer experience and walk them automatically through my onboarding process, which looks like this. So I have a couple different options where people can enter, and I've just duplicated this page basically, but step 1, step 2, accessing your course for step 3, and then step 4. So I'll just click right here and show you what this actually looks like behind the scenes. The main blocks that I have on this page are a text box. I have a video block, as you can see right here. And then I have 2 calls to action. So I have step 1, which is to sign their coaching agreement. Now, when they click on the video, it's like a 1-minute video, 1 minute. They click right here. It opens up a new tab, and then they can sign their coaching agreement, which I think is a good idea for you to have. They can put in their first name, last name, signature, and as soon as they fill this out, then it automatically sends me an email saying, hey, blank just filled out the form. So for my coaching agreement, I'm using a combination of Google Docs where I built it, and then I created a PDF, plugged it into JotForm. Now you could use DocuSign, which is a great option, but you have to pay for DocuSign and it's a little expensive in my opinion, unless you have like a crazy amount of clients and you have to pay for it anyway. JotForm is awesome because I'm not getting hundreds of private clients throughout the year. I work with a handful, about 10 at a time. And because I don't have this crazy influx of having people signing these signable documents, I get JotForm totally free. So you can get these signable documents, and of course, inside of my course, I walk you through literally how to create the same document and all that. I'm not going to get into it today. This is more of just kind of high level how this stuff works. Behind the scenes, what's important is that when they clicked the action button, the blue one in this case, it opened up a new tab. And that, again, customer experience. With these calls to action I have with the blocks, you can just turn on open in a new tab for the first one, but the second button, I do not open a new tab. So you can see new tab open, they finish that. They're like, great, I just filled that out, got email notification, close it out, come back to the video, move on to step number 2. And then I show them how to set up Voxer, what it is, how it works, all that kind of stuff, how to get connected with me, how to message me, all that kind of stuff. This is what we do in between coaching calls, again, enhancing the customer experience. So they click on this button, go straight over to my Voxer account, where here they'll have a button and they can send me a message directly. And then down below, move on to step number 3, changes this page over to the third step where they access their courses. Again, this is a really important thing with enhancing the coaching experience. When I work with people privately, I have courses inside of Kajabi that are doing the teaching for me. And the reason I do this is because based on wherever someone's at, I prescribe them certain course lessons from my program that's basically my one-on-one process, but it goes into all the teaching. That way I'm not wasting half of our call or the entire call trying to teach them something. Instead, on our actual meetings every week, we are implementing the things that they learned from the course throughout the week. And they have Voxer where they can message me anytime in between calls. If they have questions or they want me to review something, anything like that. So this video walks them through how to access the course and the different ways to do that. They click here, they go over to my login page, and then they can get access to their courses and start learning right away. Then they move on to step number 4, which of course is to book their first session. Quick video explaining this, also just kind of covering some stuff of like what I'm doing behind the scenes, setting up Zoom meetings and all that kind of stuff for them. And then they click here, go over to my calendar, and they can book their first coaching session. On that call, we will sit down and actually go into the coaching, but also discuss what's going to be our regular meeting time. And of course, inside of my Kajabi course, if you decide to use my link, I'm going to walk you through every single aspect of this. I know it's kind of a lot, but when you just take it lesson by lesson, you'll end up building out a system like this that matches your business and your offer. So the next piece is my Evergreen sales system. I have my private coaching. It enhances the coaching experience, but I also love passive income. I like being able to get discovered, nurture people, and offer my programs and make passive income, whether I'm working or not. So of course, in my program, I walk you through every single aspect of this. I think one of the coolest things that I've done is that I've literally given you customizable templates on how to build the same exact landing pages that I have created and tested over the years. So from a user standpoint, the way that my Evergreen system works is that I make content, I speak on stages, I go on podcasts, or I connect with people, and I point people to any one of the different freebies that I have. So in this case, this is 50 done-for-you catchy title formulas. I'll put a link down in the description too for you to pick this up. It is very valuable, especially if you get hung up on content ideas and that kind of stuff. So people will fill this out, they put in their email, and then they automatically get pointed to a page where I show you how to get the most out of this guide, how to use chat, help you come up with good ideas and stuff, and some newsletters and things that I recommend to basically never run out of content ideas. Right away, they are getting an email delivering that catchy titles pack for them. But then right underneath, there's a button. If they're like, yeah, show me how to turn this content into clients. They click on it, goes over to my product page, and they have a sales page where they can learn about my flagship program, Effortless Income. If they like what they see here, they're like, yeah, this sounds awesome. Oh, I get a $200 discount for being a new subscriber. That sounds awesome. Then they click enroll today, goes over to my checkout page. And then from here, they realize, oh, I get a guarantee. What students are saying, this is awesome. And then they can sign up for a one-time payment, or they can get a little payment plan as well if they want to break it up. So from a user standpoint, it's pretty easy. I mean, you can watch a lot of my YouTube videos, which like most people do, and they get value from these and they build a relationship with me. And then they opt in and they're already a warm prospect. And then they learn about my program. But if they're not ready to sign up right now, or they couldn't get around to actually learning about the page, that's where I have my cavalry, if you will, which is an automated email sequence that's going to nurture them a bit further, add some more value, do storytelling, and also tee up my program as being an awesome solution to helping them build their online business. So inside of Kajabi, you can go to marketing and go to email campaigns, and then you can click on type and go to sequences. From here, I have my different sequences. So I have the sales sequence. People can go in here and then they are going to get these emails, which are 8 different emails over the span of 7 days. There's 2 on the last day, just kind of reminding them that, hey, this is the last time I'm going to offer this $200 discount for being a new subscriber. I don't really do deadline funnel and all that stuff. I just tell people like, hey, here's a great option. This is the last time I'm going to mention it. And then after the fact, I just point people to the full price page. Could they subscribe again and then go through this? Yeah, for sure. But I'm not saying this is the last time you will ever see this. It's not true. I just say, this is the last time I'm going to mention this, which is true. All right, so this whole thing is working for me literally in the background. It works for affiliate products that I run as well, and even my private coaching too. So this allows me to wake up to course sales in my sleep, new affiliate signups, and also new calls being booked on my calendar of people who are already pre-sold on working with me. So this Evergreen sales system is what allowed me earlier this year to go to Sweden and Greece with my mom and girlfriend. And while I was away for 2 weeks, I didn't do an ounce of work, and I just had this system working for me in the background, and I made just under $10,000 while I was away. Now, I'll be totally honest with you, it wasn't just from digital products at $10,000. I made about $3,000 from digital product sales in the 2 weeks that I was gone, and the rest came from somebody going through this funnel, booking a call with me, already pre-sold on working with me. We sat down on a call literally 2 days after I got back, and he signed up right then and there because this back-end system was working for me to get discovered by this person, bring them into my world, warm them up, offer to book a call with me, and they already felt like they knew me and they trusted me. Imagine if you had that kind of system working for you in the background. That is the power that Kajabi can give you. And again, if you want me to walk you through this entire system, literally screen by screen, step by step, and give you the actual templates and landing pages that I use in my own business with sales pages, but also opt-in pages, my email sequences, my custom sales chat GPT that I've created, literally all of it I give you inside of this course. So if you're thinking about trying out Kajabi, this is the best opportunity that I can give you. Again, there's a link down in the description to get a 30-day free trial, this exact course to help you set up and build a 6-figure online business using Kajabi. That way, when your 30 days is up, you can hit the ground running. You also get that one-on-one session with me to ask me any questions that you have about strategy or Kajabi, so you can have even more confidence in building a successful business. If you want to use Kajabi to create an online course, but you're feeling a little overwhelmed with the course creation process, watch this video next and I'll show you how to create a stellar online course from scratch in 8 simple steps, even if you are a total beginner. If this video was helpful and eye-opening in any way, please let me know in a comment below. It really helps promote the channel. Give this video a like, and as always, take what you learned here, get out there, make something happen. I'll see you in the next one.